Something is missing in Union Avenue Opera's production of Carousel: amplification, and I did not miss it at all. When the classic Rodgers and Hammerstein musical was written, musical theater professionals did not need amplification. They had the training and technique required to make themselves heard in a Broadway theater. Microphones were not needed in Broadway theaters until voices had to compete with electronic instruments in rock musicals. Today, most of the musicals I see are mic'd, and I won't deny the benefits of miking. But if you watch Two on the Aisle regularly, you've heard me lobby on more than one occasion for musicals without microphones and voice-friendly acoustics. My wish came true at Union Avenue Opera. I know all the arguments about whether opera companies ought to present musicals. I know there are losses as well as gains, but for me, the joy of hearing Union Avenue's cast in Carousel is a treat not to be missed. Heading that cast are Wes Mason as Carnival Barker Billy Bigelow and Maria Lindsay as millworker Julie Jordan. Mason gives Billy the charm he needs in his job, but also the prickliness and obstinacy that push him into recklessness. Lindsay lives up to the lyrics' description of Julie as quieter and deeper than a well. She and Billy are an unlikely match, but the attraction between them develops persuasively in the beautifully sung If I Loved You. Delightful chemistry is evident between the buoyant Carrie Pipperidge of Christine Ammon and the ardent Enoch Snow of Anthony Webb. The characters who need to inspire do just that in the performances by Mary Keller as Julie's supportive Aunt Nettie and Robert McNichols Jr. as the Starkeeper and Dr. Selden. McNichols shows his versatility in the less sympathetic role of Bascom, the mill owner. Debbie Lennon nails the part of Mrs. Mullen, the owner of the Carousel. I would just wish she had more to sing. Director Ken Page puts the focus where it needs to be to clarify the action and keep it moving in a space not built to be a theater. His concept places the story in a more recent time period than the script, with help from a striking array of costumes by Teresa Doggett, well-chosen props by Laura Skroska, and flexible scenic and lighting designs by Patrick Huber. An especially nice touch is the reappearance of a stage-left staircase seen in previous Union Avenue productions. I'll give Huber credit for the useful projections in the absence of a video design listing in the program. Dancing with abandon is impossible on a stage as small as Union Avenue's, but choreographer Yvonne Meyer-Hare, dance Louise Emma Gassett, and the dance chorus work impressively within the limitations of the space. Conductor Scott Schoonover's regard for the score is evident in the persuasiveness of his interpretation and the performances he draws from the orchestra, chorus, and cast. I have seen much to admire in amplified productions of Carousel, but the singing at Union Avenue is something that I will always remember.
Yes, it certainly was a pleasure to hear that music so well done, and let's hear it again.